What's going on, everyone? LA Sports back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be reacting to Dubas saying that Alex Galchenyuk, his emergence has, taken some pressure off him and the front office getting a top 6 forward. So I'm going to talk about in the video. I'm going to talk about what the Leafs could, go hard at, what position they can go hard at, and maybe a potential name they can go hard at. But as always, guys, please like, please subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so Dubas has just come out and said Galchenyuk's play reduces the urgency to trade for forward, a top 6 forward. And the exact quote he said was, "I think the emergence of Galchenyuk playing with John and William, both in terms of the fact he's produced a little bit, but in terms of how hard he's playing and the effectiveness that he's brought to the group, I think certainly reduces the urgency." So Galchenyuk, since he's moved up to that line, has played unbelievably well. He's provided a spark to that line, really. In the last couple of games, they've been, a big part of the Toronto Maple Leafs offense. They've had a couple goals in the last few games. It seems that he's gotten John Tavares playing back at his full potential and where the Leafs need him to be playing. So what could the Leafs pursue now that Dubas has come out and said, that Galchenyuk has reduced the urgency to get a top 6 forward? Maybe they're going to go after a guy like David Savard in Columbus. Maybe they still might get a top 6 forward. Don't rule it out. They could go after a guy like Nick Foligno to maybe even play on the third line. There's a lot of ways the Leafs could go. Although Jack Campbell's 9-0 to start the year, the goaltending situation isn't completely fixed, although it's looking very good right now without Freddie Anderson in the lineup. There's a lot of ways the Leafs can go. I wouldn't read too much into this, but I think it's definitely something to look after. And the Leafs have been very, very good in the last few games. They've just absolutely, pushed themselves way ahead in the North Division, as they sit now 6 points ahead of Winnipeg and 7 ahead of Edmonton. They're all even in games. So there's obviously some big games coming up for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It starts tomorrow night when they host the Montreal Canadiens. It's a must-win game. There's no Carey Price. There's absolutely no reason for the Toronto Maple Leafs not to win that game, because then it gets really, really tough. It's just the part of the schedule the Leafs need to attack, because they're going to have Winnipeg coming up. They still have to play them a few times, so those games are going to be absolutely huge down the stretch en route to the playoffs. You obviously want that number 1 seed. You want to play the worst team you could. But there's obviously still some forwards the Toronto Maple Leafs can go after. Scott Laughton to play the third line center. There's a lot of names. I still like Rickard Rakell. He's one of my favorite ones for a top 6 forward. Maybe they do some juggling around. Maybe this is their second line going to the playoffs. Galchenyuk, Tavares, and Nylander. Maybe they want someone to play alongside Marner and Matthews and move Hyman down to the third line. There's still a ton of things that the Toronto Maple Leafs can do, but we'll see what ends up happening. That's all I got in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to do at the trade deadline? It's 6 days away. Let me know what you think. As always, please like, please subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.